Everybody thinks that the most difficult part about a spinal cord injury is the physical challenges, the accessibility, the loss of the ability to walk. It's not. The most difficult part of a spinal cord injury is the mental challenges and the mental strength that you need to have to make sure that you endure the difficulties that are going to come ahead. I think that most people focus on the loss that is walking, that is jumping, that is doing things physically like a lot of people do, right? You lose your independence because of this. But I think a lot of things change that are more difficult and that become a huge burden emotionally and mentally for that person that sustained a spinal cord injury. The first thing that I think was more challenging to me than the physical aspects was the fact that I did not know who I was. Before my injury, I was a young man. I was 15, about to turn 16. I was very active. I was popular at school. I had a bunch of friends. I was active. I was very, very independent. I would wake up in the morning and do things for myself, just like throughout the rest of the day. After my injury, my identity completely changed. I had no idea who I was. All the dreams, all the aspirations that I had, all the goals that I had before my injury kind of went away. They were gone. I did not know who I was. I did not know what I was going to do. I didn't even know anything from what was going on initially. So the first few weeks were very challenging. So that was the first thing that I thought was more challenging than the physical aspects. The second one is the mental challenges that come your way, and they come very fast. The frustration of not knowing when you're going to be able to do things for yourself, the frustration of not being able to be that person that you were before, the just emotional ups and downs that come with a spinal cord injury. Everybody's spinal cord injury is different, and everybody's going to go through different things, whether you have a family there for support or not, whether you have insurance or not, whether you have the things that you need to get healthy first, and so on and so forth. So everybody's going to go through different challenges when it comes to a spinal cord injury. But those ups and downs take a toll. Those ups and downs really hurt sometimes. And for some people, it becomes too much to handle. For some people, it becomes too much to endure, too much to be able to, put a step forward and keep moving forward. Because that's incredibly important when you sustain a spinal cord injury, that you put your head down, to say, and then keep going forward. But those challenges that come when it's the ups and downs, when it's the emotional tugs, all the uncertainty that comes with a spinal cord injury, that's one of the biggest things as well that I think are bigger and a bigger challenge than the physical aspects of that spinal cord injury. Now, the third thing that I believe is a huge weight on your shoulders if you have a spinal cord injury, but bigger than the physical challenges, bigger than accessibility and all that, is that you have to rebuild from zero. Yes, you are the same person, your body's different, and there's a lot of things that have changed, but really you have to start from scratch. A lot of us that have sustained a spinal cord injury have to learn how to write, have to learn how to take care of ourselves. You have to learn about your body. You have to learn about your health. You have to learn about all these things that are going to be crucial for you to be healthy so that you can actually live a quote unquote normal life. Then it comes with all the other things that you have to start figuring out. Who are you? What type of person are you going to be? What type of identity are you going to have? Not only for yourself, for your family, what role will you play in your family, right? Some of you or some people that have a spinal cord injury or sustain a spinal cord injury are young. Some people are older. Some people have a family. Some people sometimes get that injury or sustain that injury right before they become parents. So building a new identity from scratch and building a whole new world from scratch is a huge mental challenge for anybody that has sustained a spinal cord injury, especially if you're going through difficulties, challenges, or even emotional moments that are already difficult before your injury. Everything needs to fall into place for you to have a very successful recovery. And until then, you're going to start building your identity. My recommendation is to build an identity that is built on resilience, that is built on a positive attitude, and on really just looking forward for your future. If you have a spinal cord injury, or if you know somebody that does and love that person that has a spinal cord injury, this channel is for you. I am Beto. This is From My Chair, and I hope I see you on the next one.